the other side. Wonder where it leads. It's locked. From the other side. Wonder where it leads. Couple turns should do it. That's curious.
A trap. Time to dance.
Ways and means there. Ways and means.
Can I help you? This is a private picnic.
Fine day for it, eh? Got to enjoy things while they last.
It is only right. Cannot rush into their claws again. Another defeat will wipe us out.
So we may shed blood.
Something over there.
I can practically smell it.
Exterminated.
Shut it!
Nothing less will do.
Scavenge whatever you can from this mess. Make something out of it.
Them and the innocent.
But the bones we share, and they are bleeding.
There now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
What do you get out of this? But you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon.
You have everything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
We never allowed sweet things right before bed.
Why were these particular red caps caged?
What's the harm in one night? Think I had actual bed. Dog.
My word. They take your gold, but they leave your ribs intact.
Yeah, well, this time they won't feel it right.
The priests will open the temple up again. won't help us.
If you're looking for Il Martyr's charity, you're out of luck.
May... What's that? Something over there. One day I'll catch a break. My gods, this is sick. Blood comes easy these days.
colourful also.
That might be worth a look. This blade's wicked look matches its deeds. Poor Father Lorgan.
Let's march!
Let's move. That's curious. That's curious.
I could go for a good meal.
Can't give up now.
Attention!
Let's get going.
Duke's full support. For the good of the people. Our
Still needs murder. Still unsolved. City Helpers, the least let the children in. They've had nothing but scraps for days. You can't fix when there's no hot water. You haven't lost a day out there.
It's run or sit on my ass praying. And the gods don't give a damn about us.
Nothing to do with this Some men to serve, they say. Well, I say, poppycock. Cannot believe they lost my letters.
Fucking shapeshifter. She'll try to break our best asset, our trust. Fortunately, she's no match for our second best asset, me.
I wish the colt had burnt our farm, though. At least we got the start.
Just a little thing, eh, Scotty?
It's a bigger issue than modesty, dear.
Oh, gods! Are they gonna see it? What happens if they don't see it? Yes! Oh, goodness, yes! I am a good dog! Fantastic stuff! Oh, yes, you're lovely. You can come back. Oh, 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 oh. Yes, yes, yes!
No, I'm afraid I must insist you do not pet the hound.
My love, you can't keep being so rude to strangers. It's just a dog.
All the grabbing and touching startles poor Biscotti. I will not apologise for caring about my boy.
Whatever the dog thinks, being here is much better than being out there. Right, my dear?
Well, the children can be a touch grabby, but... yes, you're quite right, my darling. War is no place for a precious little baby like Biscotti after all.
With bums.
What are we going to do?
Heads will roll for this. This transgression. This injustice. Oh, you poor, naive soul. Let me tell you a story. A perfectly respectable businessman wants to bring his, well, business into this fine city. And what do? They talk some absolute horse bollocks about papers and correct filing procedures and threw me in this slum. I should be loins deep in Chares's caress by now, not waddling about in filth.
We've got to get Grunch into the city, but he's in no shape to travel. I wonder, what if we hid him in a big barrel and nailed it shut? Nah.
Don't know how we're gonna get Grunch into the city.
Whatever you need. I can't help you. Even talking is painful right now.
After a quick examination, you conclude that your patient is pretending to be wounded. You wonder why.
Really? This isn't necessary. I'm sure there are other people that need your help more urgently. Shh, not so loud. If those lads find out I'm faking, they might go off on their own. They're not ready for that. And frankly, I'd miss them. I don't really have any other friends. And I like those lads. So I think I'll stick around a while more. Just between you and me.
Can't stand her, can't stand her, can't stand her!
Actually got here safely. Towing along my wife's sister.
God, camping with the mother-in-law has been utter hell. Maybe I should just...
My son Garen is pleased we got this far together. But his wife's bitching is making me old before my time. Why can't he tell her to put a sock in it?
I'm really worried about Umi.
I'm not in the mood. Leave me alone.
What a sad situation. The once proud tieflings of Elturel, reduced to beggars.
Where did that song go anyway?
Your face is familiar. But it isn't Danis's face. His is the only face I want to see.
Just keep your hands to your...
Hail, friend. Fine day, isn't it? Forgive me, you're in no mood to talk about the weather. Your journey here was a hard one, no doubt. Is this your first time in Baldur's Gate? It's a fine city, isn't it? No better place to hail from. Used to be you'd arrive knowing you'd a full belly and a warm bed waiting for you. Not anymore. These days, there's barely enough to go around. Add the refugees on top and, well, folk aren't feeling too generous. I've been asking myself the same question. I wouldn't be the first to interfere. Some well-to-dos in the city donated enough to see the newcomers right for the time being. Only they didn't bother helping everyone else. Locals going without while strangers feast. If I wasn't wearing this uniform, I'd walk round there and teach them a lesson they'd never forget. Too bloody right. But will they share? Not a chance. Those refugees have been leeching on our city for too long. If we don't show them that we mean business, they'll bleed us dry. We need to march round the front and kill every last one of them. Let's see them eat our food with their guts on the floor. What do you say? Why does it matter? Innocence makes the blood run clearer.
Still rolling in the muck, I see. Gortash knows you are coming. Knows you have the Bone Lord's stone. Do not let him hiss hot air into your worm-weakened brain. You'll need to bleed and carve this city if you want to turn him to grave meat. He shivers at the thought. Remember, his throat spits lies, but my blade carves the truth. You will read it on your skin soon enough.
She's toying with me. What does she want?
What? I'm bushed. I ran for days to get someplace safe, and then found out I'm last in line to get in, because I'm a hobgoblin. As if I could change that.
Bet I can crack that open.
Oi! What in Helm's most holy name are you doing here, citizen? And I just want to see what Manit Nestor has to say to you. Come on, with me.
The hell's you doing in here? Pig? You're looking for a pig? Well, there is a pig here, I suppose. You can have a look. Just don't touch anything.
Keep your hand.
I say, terribly decent of you to come over and exchange pleasantries. Oh, how kind of you to say. I have been growing my bristles out. It's something of an art, you see. Salutations once more, old stick. Always a treat to have visitors.
Not sure why you were so keen to get in the barn, but if the Manip says so... Not sure why you were so keen to get in the barn, but if the Manip says so...
At the ready.
You did me a real favour clearing all those ghouls out of Moonrise. That old bonebag Ketherick had some fancy junk stashed behind all the cobwebs and piles of gore. Would I try to fool a sharpie like you? Have a look. Stay away from trap... Hello again. Looking for something different?
I'm used to lying low. Don't mind if I do.
Can't stay here in Ribbon.
Wish I could tell you. We're stuck out here, but most of the action is beyond Worm's Crossing.
Can't keep me out.
Making me sweat.
Looking ahead. Don't give me trouble now.
What's cooking?
Never a dull moment.
Soldier. And I'm sure the Manic will deal with it.
Still alive. That's progress.
The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
Not if they're trying to help themselves to other people's property. I just want to remove these unlawful interlopers from my property.
My point exactly.
They're like kobolds. You let one in and soon the place will be crawling with them.
Ye gods, this guy is begging to get smacked.
I'm a very magnanimous individual, but this is my home! Either they leave, or I'll make them. Fine. They can stay. Just don't blame me when they turn on you like the mongrels they are.
I respect your hustle, sweetheart, but it won't work on me. You've stepped on the guild's toes, and we'd like a little something to make it better.
The Guild, a loose coalition unifying every criminal outfit in the city under one collective rule, from cut purses to contract killers.
I'd say you'll live to regret it, but honestly, I'm not so sure you'd live. You're serious? Let's forget this unpleasantness ever happened. Come on, boys. We've got places to be.
I'm not quite sure why you stood up for us like that, but I won't say I'm not grateful. Thanks. And may Torm keep you. You're the first person in this city to have our backs. Thank you. Really.
Good thing you sorted that out. I was this close to chucking a knife right between that trollop's eyes.
We'll have some peace now.
What peace? Haven't you heard there's an army marching toward...
Better to be within it. Out, Martha. At least here we stand.
Come on, open up. Still me. Even after everything.
To threaten us. To threaten the children. Sinti is trembling.
Now we don't have to leave. I'm gonna build a big house for all the rats. It's gonna be
I don't like being cooped up inside. At least we'll have some peace now.
Peace? What peace? Haven't you heard there's an army march? Threaten us. And the children. Sinti is trembling.
Something over there.
She's not brave, Ben. She's just learned to stay silent.
looks like a trap.
Trap. Be cautious.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Soldier.
A young cave bear, killed and stuffed before its teeth were fully grown.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
how you go. There's a trap. Might be worth checking Arthur's donations. Looks like his generosity is compromised. Step carefully. There's a trap.
I must heal.
Better than nothing.
Better than nothing. Step carefully. There's a trap.
I brought my own pen.
It is the smell that strikes you first. Spiced ceremonial oils cut through with the copper tang of blood. In the candlelight, Zevlor might almost be sleeping, but his empty eyes stare. His lips slack around a curl of parchment, poking through like a yellowed tongue. A message.
I never met Zevlor. But the way his people spoke of him. Hatred. But grief as well. for the man they thought he was. He betrayed them, but only in the hopes of saving them. It will comfort the others little to know that.
I hope Zevlor rests in the softest, sweetest peace possible. He deserved more than he got.
Even a wet rag like Zevlor deserved a better death than that.
Gods, poor Zevlor. Even good intentions can lead us down deadly paths.
Save your thoughts for later.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword?
Zevlor turned to darkness in his desperation. But he did not deserve a fate such as that.
After all he'd been through, it is unsettling. Sorry, I didn't ask why you sought me out.
Fate spins along. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead? The girl has left to hew her own path. She left behind. Hast thou other business?
Desperation is the obverse of wisdom. Zevlor was always.
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketherick and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. It's rebelling against Orin and Gortash fiercely. I suspected that when we took Ketherick's stone, the brain would begin to break free. Those brain quakes confirm that my suspicion was correct. I do not know what happens now when it receives their orders, and I do not dare guess.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An elder brain enslaved is one thing. An elder brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome. An accurate summary. I have found myself distracted of late. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else. Not love, no. What I had with Belen Stelmane was much more than that. It was At least, when she was alive. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed. Though my relationship with Berlin was different from my relationship with you. In a way, but not the way you're thinking of. In life, she was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Berlin took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone. I appreciate the offer, but I don't think it will help. What I feel is deeper than superficial cures can reach, and not entirely unwelcome. Most people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. I am glad you are not most people. Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus, and so do you. In life, she was my business partner. Dukes, it was she who met together. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone. I appreciate the offer, but I don't think it will help. What I feel is deep. Most people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. I am glad you are not most people. Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus, and so do you.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need...
Copper for your thoughts?
To threaten us. To threaten the children. Cinta was trembling.
she'll be all right. She's a brave girl.
I think I'll still keep something sharp by the door.
Look, do try the grass. Should
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more.
No, little. But you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon.
You have anything you want for supper. All the treats you've done.
No passage this way, I'm afraid. Turn back.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other. We told our son that this is a holiday to spare him the truth. We don't have homes.
Do you know where we're going? What kind of inn is it?
Can't talk.
Bington. South, Coast Way. North, Worms Crossing.
Up on the hill.
It's up there.
Just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
What are you calling this smooth business?
I know, but you'll be in a big...
It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
My! The fates move in strange and scrumptious ways. I am delighted to see you again. After our little interlude at last light, I was worried you'd gone quite mad. Did it? I'm not so sure. I'm not in the city yet, you see. I'd quite like to get inside, but it's difficult to shuffle your way to the top of the queue when you're, well, as big as an ox. But what if I was smaller, more discreet? Maybe then a kind soul might bring me through, right in their little pocket. I don't think you want to travel this road, my friend. All I wanted was a bit of hay, a good brush. But what if I was smaller? More I don't think you want to travel this road, my friend. Ooh. This day has ended so much better than it started. Now, you don't worry about me. I'll be a good, quiet little apple you can tuck into the corner of your pack. Just until we're inside the city walls. Hail, Cyric! I can't wait to get inside.
Attention, donations desperately needed for refugees. Every copper helps.
I'm busy. Mind your own.
Glad to see you. Glad to see anybody, really.
What are we gonna do in the city?
Pretty sure they'll need labourers to shore up the walls, boy.
You're right. I thought that.
Find us bloody keepers, I say.
Savages, a lot of them.
We're as desperate as the rest of these savages. They just had the sense to move quicker than us.
If you're here to fill an empty stomach, look elsewhere. Folks swarmed what little was had, stuffing their pockets. Bloody animals. The state of this car.
We got here first, friend.
Back off! I found...
Look at that! Finest pie that fruit could have made. Now it's mud.
You remember that spiced apple loaf we had in Waterdeep?
Cannot rush into their hills again. Another defeat will wipe us out.
Cazador's nest of serpents must be exterminated.
You think you can just walk into our camp? Present...
To lose our children is a tragedy. Ulmer insists the tribe is not cursed, but...
You're talking to the wrong hunter.
Rechtei Hathran Rust.
My friend from the Hag Swamp. You're a bright light on a dark day. Prayers for the fallen. We're burning their belongings so they may fight on in the next life. Battling monsters like your pale friend, perhaps. Oh, yes. I know you hid him from me. But this is not the moment to discuss it. This is about the dead, not the undead.
Frey Valdisk Durovna. Frey
Vald Iskablast.
Our tribe left camp on a rescue mission. Only Alma and those you see here returned. The wretched undead.
Im orak. Nete. Krasin. Netra.
I will say no more. It's not my tale to tell.
No. That shame is mine alone. I thought I knew the faces of all your friends, Gandrel. But this one is new to me. Those who have left us will be celebrated, not mourned. They died well, after all.
As we all hope to. And this is the one I spoke of, my lady. The stranger I met while hunting the spawn. And they went on to kill the undying General Thorm. If the rumors are true.
A fine trophy. Perhaps you would like to claim another. Baldur's Gate is haunted by many things, but one of its most insidious is the vampire Cazador. For years, his foul spawn have stolen away innocents at night, whisking them back to his palace. Recently, they struck our camp. They took our children, every last one, our whole future.
We are monster hunters all. Our purpose is to kill beasts like these. But in our haste to save our little ones, we were rash. We charged straight into an ambush.
They tore us to pieces. Vampire spawn and werewolves. I have never seen a vampire's lair so heavily guarded. What's left of my tribe is wounded and broken. We cannot stand against him to save our children. But perhaps the Slayer of Ketheric could. If you do this, our entire tribe will be in your debt. On our honor, it will be repaid. May the gods keep you, and damn your enemies.
Another defeat will wipe us out.
There is nothing to forgive. It is only right to mourn.
We shed tears today.
Do not stand.
They need to be wiped out. Exterminated.
The circus of the last days has returned. See Dryads, Jinn, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act.
checkpoint without the right papers.
I'm sure you let me visit it. I said you'd do whatever it takes.
I'll give them a piece of my mind.
Mummy, nothing to do with his dad. I swear it.
Claiming to know the Lord's will is blasphemy. That collar looks familiar. Does this cap belong to Gale?
Yeah.
You notice the Tressum guards a shiny ring and stack of letters at its feet.
Kitty? How vulgar. You can call me. Actually, it's better if you don't call me at all. That'll be all, thank you. That's for me to know, isn't it? Take it. Curse this bleeding heart of mine, but use it well, you hear? What of them? I don't dirty my paws for anything less than pheasant, I'll have you know. What of them? I don't dirty my paws for anything less than pheasant, I'll have you know. Oh, if it'll hasten your departure... I ate the pigeons. Are you satisfied? I prevaricated before. Pigeon is my second most favorite meat. Beholder. But it's exceedingly rare to come by. But let's not get bogged down in semantics. I believe you were just leaving, weren't you? Ta! Another aviary, you say? Well, that does sound quite interesting. The brood here is getting a little thin. Perhaps while I'm seeking out this new feast hall, I'll pay a few visits around town. I might have sussed some interesting items I'd rather like to get my paws upon. If I find anything interesting, I might even be willing to barter. Right. Ta-ra. Away.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Another horde of refugees this morning.
Can't we stay here for a bit?
I ain't looking to make friends or enemies. Go bother someone else.
If you're after a job...
She was a better person who worked out the guilds. They can get away with whatever they like.
Stop staring. You've never seen a woman with...
Don't suppose you've, stumbled across those letters yet? Fine. Just give me the letters. Still sealed. Thank the gods. You've no idea the kindness you've done me. What a relief.
Step back!
Heartless bastards!
You keep your
Move along. Get moving.
Citizen, you are being accompanied by a malfunctioning steel watcher. Please stand back.
I think you have the wrong hunk of metal.
False. Report your purpose, steel watcher. Why are you following these citizens unbidden? Ah. I understand your malfunction. Your unit is a highly outdated model. The Ragnak's casement protecting your metallurgized ice valves is burning well outside the recommended temperature. Please report to the Steelwatch Foundry for dismantling.
Yeah. Hey, Metal Man. If I report to this foundry, can my engine be fixed?
Your make is very obsolete. Repairing your engine would be not only impractical, but impossible. Report to the Steelwatch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Yeah. Tell me something I don't know. Not sure. Maybe whatever keeps them going is similar to my tin can. Turns out I'm the fucking prototype for these things. I'll dismantle every single one of them.
Any threat to the Steelwatch is a threat to Lord Gortash himself. Please report to the Steelwatch Foundry for immediate dismantling. The Steelwatch Foundry is off limits to visitors. This malfunctioning unit can escort itself back.
Yeah. Anything spicy you can tell me about the old prick?
You will speak of our creator, Lord Enver Gortash, with respect. He is the savior of our city, currently being inducted as the Archduke of Baldur's Gate. You will keep your distance, Steel Watcher. You are malfunctioning.
Let's make tracks before this thing gives me the lash of Bane. See you around, soldier.
There must be something.
Move along.
Please, my son. He's only a boy. You must understand.
Caress is caress. Also has roots.
Staying in a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all rooms famous, from what I've heard.
Brothel? And a patron den of capitalist delight.
Finest fish caught this morning. What'll it be? Come back soon.
You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art? Do come again.
You deserve to cut loose.
On all the stuck and... We don't need to win. We can band with 10 other people and pray none of them has sticky fingers.
Wonder what's past this.
Not for communal use.
Haven't we lingered long enough?
One more mark, then we can go.
Master said we have enough. The Black Mass is ready to begin.
It's not for the Master. It's for me. I want a beating heart there, ready for me when the Mass is complete, and we're finally granted our freedom. After 200 years of rats, I think we deserve a real drink.
There is no time. We are expected back at the palace.
Relax. The Black Mass won't start until Master drags Astarion from whatever hole he's hiding in. We have time to find one more person.
Wait. You know Astarion?
Where is he? Tell us. I'd like to see him try, the little worm.
This is not the time, brother. The Master must be told.
Fine. But this isn't over. We'll see you again.
Not everyone subscribes.
That shapeshifter's key unlocked the door. Interesting. Black man dead.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
I know this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels.
A list of names. Father Lorgan's on here, crossed off. A target list, perhaps?
Now, what do you reckon, lass? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? You burnt your head recently. Didn't you spot them by the gate? Big metal bastards. It's all right, well, we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? It's no good, I tell you.
In a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms.
They won't care about a stupid list. We have to be prepared.
Whatever we need, we can get in Worm's Cross.
I got it.
If you're here to shop, just buy what's needed, all right? Some people are panic buying. Let's not add to the problem.
Why is everyone acting so normal? Apples. Loaves.
Fruit, vegetables. What can I do you for? If you're hungry, you... High-class produce, low-class prices. You won't find more flavors for less.
Take a deep breath.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need...
How can I assist?
You're full up. Just good.
Our
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldurin? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood. Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. And maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked Father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us, but through us. But that second time, her gaze never left me. It was steel, sharp and unyielding. It could just be my imagination, but I always felt that it was more than a stroke that had changed her. What, though? I couldn't say. Not a tragedy, a calculated cruelty. My father was tadpoled. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, you must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it.
Yes?
Let's just stick to the list.
The absolute armies, Lacey. They won't care about a stupid list. We have to be prepared.
Well, we can get in Worm's Crossing. It depends on the person and their virility. If you are in need of some pleasurable assistance, might I direct you to Sharess's Caress? I only deal with referrals.
Oh, honey, we should stock up.
I sense some hesitation. We don't need honey. Speak.
Oh, but I love honey.
We're already met the drought.
Welcome to Sharess's Caress, where the only thing that goes down...
Now, that there's a face I'd remember if I'd seen it. Welcome to Sharess's Caress. What can Hoots do for you, stranger? You got a taste for ale, I reckon? Or maybe... Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye. Have a look. All set, are you? Looking for flake? Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop... You got it. But the new hooch is off limits. Can't have the mamsel leaping down my throat if I go burning yours. Pleasure to serve. Looking for Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop you... Sharess Caress. The mamsel's brainchild. Wet your tongue, soak your skin, scratch your itch. Get the attention you want and avoid the attention you don't. My business is slinging tankards, not hoarding secrets. I'd like to keep it that way. But you poke some folk hard enough, they're bound to squeal. And Mamselle Amira there looks about ready to burst. Don't know about that, chum. Hoots Hooch packs us could beef you up, Sharpen your tongue, or knock you out cold. No telling till the first drop hits your gullet. Damn! The gal knows what she wants. First one's on the house. So, don't come bawling to me if your big toes fall off or your tongue coils in a knot.
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on. Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. You've put me out of pocket, you know. Raphael bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece. He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by. Such a shame. You won't survive without his help. And I'll miss your pretty face. At least hear him out. You'll be surprised what he has to offer.
A weary traveller, battered and bruised, you come for sustenance, no, decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Am I? Your eyes tell a story, sweeting. You crave more than pleasure, you crave penance. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. I have little coin, but I offer sin in abundance. Talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars, almost myths. Tell them they're your gift from the Mamselle, and let them show you why. Anything else on your mind, sweeting? Nisha, our lovely nymph. She's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top floor, sweeting. The client's a favourite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment. A temporary guest. But he asked that I send any potential clients his way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience. Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest hymn.
I put it on especially for you.
Don't.
You're looking parched, sweetheart. Another tankard?
Hells, darling. Another sip and I'm like to spill over.
but I've a hankering for spicier flavours. How about you give me a taste? What'd you say, doll? Have a sit on my lap. Let's see what pops up.
Darling, how you set me a quiver. You are a beast among men. No, a dragon, setting my phoenix nest aflame. I shall slake your thirst, dragon. You will part your lips and drink of my essence.
Oh, I will drink your essence.
Hoots, order up! Another tankard for the fist. My hands are... You want a drink? Hoots is your woman. You...
So many.
Is your boss here to enjoy himself?
Oh, I don't think this kind of establishment is quite to his taste.
There are
Our
scant few
Nim is
customers
rather
today.
refined.
This might end
But I
up being the
suppose
best
not
excuse
nearly
I end
enough
with
for
my
him.
hand alone for company.
The two men bark softly to each other. A single name reaches your ears. Nine Fingers. It's a name you know. Nine Fingers is the head of the Guild, a criminal organization operating inside Baldur's Gate.
Oh, yeah. Seems everyone's got business with her. Heard the gal met her match.
The new kingpin? All meat and muscle, that one. And wild as a werebear. If he's looking to oust Nine Fingers, my blade's got his back.
Sounds messy as the ninth hell. Must be why she called us to help.
Is that right? The way I heard it, you Zent cut a deal with the new... Hold on. Hey, you still lurking about? I don't remember inviting you to the party. Look, this subject's not safe. You selling your services, beat feet to the Guildhall. Lower City, Basilisk Gate, Guildhall. And that's all you're getting from me. Now scram! The chat's officially closed.
This might end up being the first day in years.
You have the key to my heart.
I put it on especially for you.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What have you found? A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well? What are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
brains. Thinking. Here. You haven't even got inside yet.
Nymph squatter.
Gortash has been named Archduke. Time to pay Worm's Rock a visit.
Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Kalim. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm, soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait, I know you.
I most certainly do. Jara is the most valued.
Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this woman?
Your head screams in agony. Change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisted.
What are you? Wait. I know you.
I don't understand. What's...
Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this woman?
Your head screams in agony. Change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening?
Time to push my luck again. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Hells. I'd heard tales of mind flayers. Talons sharp as daggers and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver.
Who? Oh, yes. Jara. I will miss her coin, it's true. Though perhaps this is not what you meant. Free your mind of her. Let us look forward, never back.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens and your heart skips a beat. As am I. My thanks are as bountiful as your courage. Take these. May you have some comfort in bitter times. Be well. Be beautiful. One moment, forever emblazoned on my memories. I won't soon forget it.
With a flick of the wrist.
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes, give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
The Kithrak? What deal would he make with this devil?
You must help me, Raphael, for the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Lae'zel, Talak Magir. The devil holds the key to freeing the Gith people. Right here, right now. You could seal our fate. Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
That was no party trick. Somebody's missing, can't you tell? That illithid you keep in your pocket can't hear us. anymore. Oh, come. It's the reason you're in this predicament. And I'm your only way out of it. Indulge me, and at least hear me out. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
To Illithids, yes. He would gladly execute the Emperor. But to you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. If I'd realized you were so gullible, I'd have tricked you into selling your soul for a pocketful of beans when we first met. To the Emperor, you are nothing more than a beast of burden, one that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
I won't stop you. But time is running out. So don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
Skaketh! You know Raphael holds the key to the prince's freedom, and you turned away. Either go to Raphael and hear him out, or tell Voss you failed him and the Githyanki people. It will not be a pleasant reunion.
I thought I lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. And you. It's concerning that something could come between us like that. Especially when we are so close to the Elder Brain. Do you have any idea what it was? Raphael? Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? How interesting. No doubt he impressed upon you the need to do so. And what did he want in return for this knowledge?
You feel the touch of the Emperor's mind peeling at the edge of yours, trying to gain access. Its thoughts slide into yours, turning through them like fingers, sifting for answers, which it finds.
You're telling the truth. Good. I am glad. But be careful. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
Nervous, but don't worry. Everyone is Shuresh correct.
Journey to the Underdark.
What Absolute? The Absolute does not care about us. And we do not care about the Absolute. We are different. And we are saved. Friend! We will not cause you any trouble, friend! We will project a different form that will cloak us from all but your closest acquaintances. You and your friends shall see us as we truly are. all others shall see a kitty, a small predator, indigenous to this world. They kitties can walk anywhere, and they are most cunning.
Pleasure house, den of decadent delights.
You paid Raphael a visit. I want to hear all about it.
Halt, oppressor! I am reclaiming the victuals in this basement for the good of ratkind. Then, you're one of us. You believe in the equal distribution of food, regardless of species? Yes! Victuals for all! May you brax until your eyes boggle.
Let's have a look.
Not that type of service down here, love. I've got a husband. And you ain't my type. Yeah, I've heard it all before, pudding. Now clear off. Oh, you'd better have a good reason for I suppose, if you're willing to pay for it. Now get out from under my not that type of service down here, love. I've got a husband. And you ain't my type, I suppose, if you're willing to pay for it. Now get out. The cucumbers have been taken from the pantry. Again.
A drow or a drink, sweetie. There is no thirst I cannot quench.
Come to pay your respects to the real lady of the house, I see. What a clever creature you are. It's your lucky day. I am receiving compliments at this time, and you are most welcome to make an offering. Oh, you flatterer. But you are, of course, correct. My tale is quite the marvel. The unwashed rabble who frequent this establishment have much to learn from your deference, and I must suffer their foibles alone. But they do say a burden shared is a burden halved. The Drow, two of our most popular courtesans. A night with them seems to be rather life-changing, if you can afford it. Of course, they are siblings, but judging from the throngs of clients they draw, most of the city is as disgusting as they are. Can't you hear from here? They're talking about the new top cat in the criminal underbelly. Go and listen for yourself. As for them personally, one never washes and instead douses himself with rose oil, while the other can't hold his drink. That's rather a broad topic. We get all sorts here. But there is one frequent visitor whose very presence offends me. He dresses fabulously, but stinks of the hells. Something infernal, to be sure. Abhorrent.
I put it on especially for you.
Don't take it off later.
Come here. I'm not going to start an argument. I just want to know why you turned the boss down. Cheeky. We might be in a brothel, but I'm not that kind of gal. You should reconsider, though. The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more honestly than anyone else in the city. Plenty. But right now, I have one job. You. I'm talking to you openly. Mortal to mortal. And I'm begging you to sign the contract. If the brain wins, the Illithid Empire returns and worlds you've never even dreamed of will die. Raphael can stop it. He wants to. And he knows how. You're the key. You always have been. He's a devil. It's his nature. He needs to get his due. I won't pretend he's an altruist, but he's looked at the balance sheet. No world, no souls. And it's hard to get leverage on an illithid. They make terrible clients. I doubt it. But even if you do, you won't survive the fight. I'd reconsider if I were you.
The light variant is this thing without wit, where you're on all fours and...
I can't hear you. Birthday boys. Everyone is Shires's caress is a...
It has plenty of spare beds.
Great! We can run with 10 of them.
Can't keep me out.
Den of decadent delights.
Voss, friend to the Comet.
Lae'zel of Kalir, warrior of warriors. Tell me you took the Devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir. I did not come this far for you to turn your back on the First Mother's son.
Githkar Tavkim crashed. You put your trust in me, Voss. I plan to honor it.
Yes, and it seems I have no choice but to trust. There is but one prism, and you are its key. Raphael possesses a powerful relic called the Orphic Hammer. That hammer is the only thing capable of smashing the chains that bind the Prince of the Comet. Find a way to retrieve the hammer and free Orpheus from the prism. I will assemble his remaining honor guard and plan our next actions. Together, we will yet free the true heir of Gith's blessed empire. He will free us from Vlaakith and lead our Kithraki against the Geich. Istik, I will wait in the underground. Seek me when you have the hammer in hand. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you. A devil of Raphael's stature does not simply make camp on the shores of the Styx. He will have made a sanctuary for himself, a lavish one too, one that caters to his many vices.
The House of Hope. We must find a way in.
The House of Hope, you say? I couldn't ask for a name more fitting. Every house has an entrance, Istik, even those in the Hells. You must find it.
You are wasting your time, and mine. Our true enemy is the Elder Brain. Focus your mind there.
That human boy insisting on playing his acoustic version of the High House of Wonders.
Ugh, I hate so many.
My. I can tell you are a special one from a single glance. You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
A scant few customers today. This might end up being the first day in years I end with my hand alone for company.
9 hells! You followed me all the way here? What could you possibly want with me now?
Sinister? Ha 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 ha! Nonsense! Those are experimental toys, guaranteed to bring a smile to the face of even the unhappiest child. They're extremely precious, and you shouldn't be poking around in my workshop and tampering with them. Sinister? Ha 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 ha! Nonsense! Those are experimental toys. Keep it together, Arthur. There's no evidence that links this back to you. And you definitely locked the basement before you left. What? No, wait!
Was that human boy?
Enjoy the fiddling. Throw a few coins.
I hate loot boys. I don't understand why there's such a type for so many.
You can stare as much as you like.
Of course you came back. I never doubted you would.
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement. We want both of you, silly. At the same time.
I do not share what is mine. and I will not be shared. Good.
There are scant few customers today. This might end up being the first day in years I end with my hand alone for company.
You keep scaring your regulars off, Swan.
Is your boss here to enjoy himself?
Oh, I don't think this kind of establishment is quite...
Do you think we've done something wrong?
We are not in trouble, sister.
Couldn't get us off your mind, could you? Return to us if you have a lover willing to take part.
How can I assist? How can I...
Of course you came back. I never doubted you.
Return to us if you have a lover willing to take...
There are scant few customers today. This might end...
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement. Couldn't get us off your mind. And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement. We want both of you, silly, at the same time.
I do not share what is mine, and I will not be shared. Good.
What's on your mind? No room in your party. What should I... Now...
The pangs of warrior cast often over Madame Amira nowadays.
Of course you came back. I never doubted you would.
Silly. We are the gift. One free ride with me or my brother.
Or Perhaps you have greater ambitions yet. We will only allow that if we know there is an evening of exceptional pleasure awaiting us. Usually, one darling alone is not enough to match the two of us.
I'll be a little treat for you, then. This way. We have a room upstairs over yonder side. Look, you didn't sign a treaty permitting you to march a warband through my lands. You paid for sex. Look, you didn't sign a treaty permitting you to march a warband through my... Look, you didn't...
Making me sweat.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well...
Look, you didn't... You came. I'm so pleased. You can never tell who's going to get cold feet. So, now that you're here, what next? An experience no one else here will give you. A chance to be embraced in the dark. But what that means is up to you. And of course, there's no charge. Anything for someone who helped find Fionn. So, what can I do for you? A tender touch? Some sensory stimulation? Just because I'm a drow, you think I've got a whip between my legs and a stiletto wedged between my breasts? As I'm relatively new to this business, unlike my brother, I'm not comfortable letting my clients go too far. Then, let's begin.
In the darkness, you feel something touch you. Icy fingers running down the nape of your neck. You shudder as you feel hot breath on your cheek.
Just relax. Give yourself over to the sensation. Lie back and let it take you.
Her lips meet yours and you feel your body flush with heat, racing through your limbs, followed by the dancing tingle of her cold fingers. She lets out a whimper as you kiss lower, lower, lower on her body.
Thank you. Thank you.
She tastes like a dessert prepared just for you as she shivers and shakes. You're not sure how long your time together lasted, but it was long enough. By the end, you felt like you were floating in the dark, utterly at peace.
That was wonderful. Perhaps you'll enjoy a drink in the bar before you brave the streets again. Even in the best of times, it's an oasis of pleasure and calm in the city's chaos. With Baldur's Gate preparing for war, the caress feels like the final flicker of a beautiful flame before darkness falls. That was wonderful. Perhaps with Baldur's Gate preparing for war,
How can I assist?
I'd love nothing more than to smash Orpheus free with that hammer and cut. But I'm not convinced the Githyanki prince wouldn't smash us to pieces given the chance.
What were you thinking?
Let your worries at ease.
I barely got a moment's sleep last night.
Play.
And no, not a
Human boys. You have had my sister. Now, let my cock bring you the deliverance of the astral plane. Ah, a person of taste indeed. Come hither. We have a room upstairs.
Sorry, love. I'm a bit frazzled right now.
Oh, Father, give me strength.
There is nothing I haven't done, and nothing I won't do. Clients usually choose me over my sister when they're looking for a man of extremes. Oh, you will learn things you wish you could unlearn. And the lessons will be pure tactile sensation. No sight, only whispers, sighs, and touch. So, tell me, do you want some role play, an unusual sensation, or perhaps my legendary Menzo-Baranzan love trick?
He brings over a small chest and opens it on top of you. There are gentle pricks all over your body as an unknown writhing takes over.
Time to explore your Underdark.
The night presses on as you take all of him within you. His body, once so powerful over you, is lithe and light as a feather when you lift it. As you turn him over, there is a strange crunching beneath you from the wriggling creatures he dropped earlier, when your head no longer swims with pleasure after your mutual release. You realize he spilled spiders all over the bed.
A wonderful session. God, what you can do with that tail. Give me a moment, for pity's sake. You've exhausted me already. We will only allow that if we know there is an evening of exceptional pleasure awaiting us. Usually, one darling alone is not enough to match the two of us.
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement. We want both of you, silly, at the same time.
I do not share what is mine, and I will not be shared. Good. How can I assist? I'm listening.
I'd love nothing more than to smash Orpheus free with that hammer and cut out the illithid middleman. But I'm not convinced the Githyanki prince wouldn't smash us to pieces given the chance.
The great devil grows sloppy. He makes his offer, but only...
Copper for your thoughts?
Should I be surprised that the key to freeing this Gith prince is a hammer? It's as subtle and elegant as everything the Gith do.
We can talk later.
Come to bask in the glow of the...
I never quite realized how burdened I was until I met you. The threat of the Shadow Curse, the politics of the Grove. I was forgetting who I was. But you lifted the fog. Thank you. You're too modest. I wager you don't even know how extraordinary you truly are. But I do. I have lived a very long time. I have taken many lovers. My heart does not stir lightly. But it does now. I want more than to fight at your side, or sit around the campfire with you. I want to lay with you under the stars and feel your skin against mine. But tell me I'm wrong, and the matter can rest. I do not wish to sour our friendship, but I have to know if it can be something more. You have bonded with Lizelle, body and soul. Her scent lingers on your skin. If there is to be anything between us, it must be with her consent. And perhaps someday, her participation. Some treat their relationships like a walled garden. Tidy, tamed, cut off from the world. That is their right, but it is not for me. I do as nature does, and let my heart run wild. Desire flourishes wherever it finds purchase. It has its place, but it is not for me. The wolf mates for life, but the bear roams free and partners as its instinct dictates. I need to stay true to my nature, and you to yours. Perhaps you are like me, or perhaps not. Take your time. I'll be waiting.
This Orphic hammer sounds like quite the artifact. One I'll have no desire...
How can I assist? Would I approve if you coupled with Halsin, you mean? Yes. Hypothetical. Hypothetically, were you to give yourself to him, you would be breaking our bond. Would I approve if you coupled with Halsin, you mean? Undoubtedly. Arms like tree trunks, chest broad as an ocean. But I have laid my claim. Give yourself to him, and you break our bond.
Did you find time to speak with your partner? A potentially delicate topic, I understand. I cannot blame them. It is understandable why someone would want to keep you all to themselves. Even if it is not my way. I understand. And I still cherish our relationship. Still, I could not have forgiven myself had I not taken the plunge. Better to have tried and failed. In either case, I will remain by your side for whatever you need of me. Until the very end.
How can I... I'm listening. The one who gave significance to this trivial rock, and the one who unblinded me to a terrible truth. I had built my life on an empty foundation. Orpheus is the road to my freedom, and you are the reason to march down it. I'm listening. The one who gave significance to this trivial rock, and the one who unblinded me to a terrible truth. Orpheus is the road to my freedom, And you are the reason to march down it. Eager for battle.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Blacketh's will be done.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. Let's get going.
Copper for your thoughts? Looks like your troops all trooped up. You'll need... Excellent.
Oakfather preserve you.
Sorry, friend, but you look like you can't take what I mete out. Bring someone with a rear of cast iron. Sorry, friend, but you look like you can't take what I mete out.
I've got a long road ahead.
I brought my own paring knife.
Need something? I would, but you have... Well, in that case... Baldur's Gate is right over the hills. And we are no closer to knowing why that bastard is so obsessed with getting me back. To tell you the truth, I think we should track down my fellow Spawn. If we can find them, we can force... And honestly, I imagine they'll be coming for me in the night if I don't. Unless Cazadors change their orders, we should get to them first. Careful, I bite.
Sorry, friend, but you look like you can't take what I mete out. Bring someone with a rear of cast iron. Sorry.
Can't give up now.
How can I... You're full up. Dismiss someone well chosen.
Sorry.
My. I can tell you are a special... You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
I used to work as a courtesan back home, and my sister as an artisanal masseuse. But men are treated like dogs by the Underdark's matriarchs, so we fled.
We found surfacers craved the body of a drow like a drug. Life is easy in our line of work. Life is prosperous. I'm much happier kissing the many lips of the surface than tending a field or manning a shop. Silly. We are the gift. One free ride with me or my brother.
Or perhaps you have greater ambitions yet. Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick.
Menzoberranzan love magic, a formidable practice, usually only reserved for pleasing the most insatiable matriarchs in the City of Spiders.
darling, we are not fooling anyone. Unless you pay me to make a fool of you. You'll just have to see what is in store. We will only allow that if we know there is an evening of exceptional pleasure awaiting us. Usually, one darling alone is not enough to match the two of us.
Return to us if you have a lover willing to take part.
I trust your leadership and respect your decisions, but I truly hope this is not something we come to regret.